Salve a tutti, io sono Fablinker e oggi siamo qua su Alan Wake American Nightmare con l'espansione standalone di Alan Wake. Questo diciamo che è uno spin-off di Alan Wake, del classico Alan Wake. Ve l'avevo promesso e oggi siamo qui per portarlo. Sono qui io per portarlo come serie. Allora, c'è modalità storia, azione arcade e nient'altro. Allora, modalità storia, avvia nuova storia. Ok, vediamo com'è. Ne ho sentito parlare non tanto bene, però io voglio provarlo in prima persona. Da qualche parte in Arizona. Barry.
Becomes hopelessly blurred, and nowhere as vividly as in Night Springs.
Scritto da Alan
The
Wake.
man before you is a champion of light. He is part of a conflict between darkness and light that is both ancient and eternal. He is chasing a dangerous quarry, the Herald of Darkness. His evil doppelganger, known only as Mr. Scratch.
I'll catch you eventually!
Maybe. But what are you gonna do then? By then, I'll have had my hands on everything you love.
The man has been brutally spat out from the darkness that surrounds the shores of our reality. He has come to fight a decisive battle in Night Springs.
Devo dire che l'intro non è male, eh. Non è per niente male. Allora, qui c'è qualcosa. Oh, la classica torcia. Ve la ricordate, eh? È come dimenticarsela, la torcia. Componente importante del gameplay di Alan Wake, tra l'altro. Ok. E fino a qua tutto bene. Qui c'è qualcosa. Oh, la pistola, bene. E il nostro primo nemico.
It's gonna be like that again, huh?
Le ombre sono un po' strane, eh. Obiettivo, lascia il canyon. E noi ci proveremo, quantomeno.
In another life, the man was a writer. He still practices that art, forging weapons of war out of ideas. But the violent currents that brought him here have scattered the pages he has written.
Oh, la pagina del manoscritto, la nostra prima pagina. Allora,
My name is Alan Wake, and I'm a writer. I didn't become one overnight. Like most writers, I struggled with it. A short story here, an article there. Then I got lucky and spent a year as a staff writer on the Night Springs TV show. It wasn't the great American novel of my fantasies, but it taught me discipline and craft, and the difference between wanting to be a writer and actually writing.
Bella questa nuova, diciamo, come dire, cioè hanno cambiato il modo in cui si vedono le pagine, no? Ed è molto molto bella questa cosa. Devo dire che non mi dispiace. Sembra essere un Alan Wake un pochino più a fuoco sul fronte grafico e come gameplay.
The lights of the motel promise safety. The man senses that the solution to his predicament begins there.
Speriamo, quantomeno. Si può correre? Sì.
Somewhere within the earth, space itself has been pierced, and from dark depths runs a steady flow of monsters. The man recognizes the hand of his evil double in this. He knows he must put an end to this madness.
Arriva gente, pericolosa. A volte la migliore opzione è la fuga. Ok, qui dobbiamo correre, correre, correre. Però un attimo, scusate. È che sono tanti. Troppi. Qui c'è la luce. Il porto sicuro formato da una luce brillante che ti consente di recuperare energia. Ok, quindi anche in questo Alan Wake il nostro protagonista ha problemi nel correre troppo a lungo. Ecco, questa è una cosa che avrei migliorato, cercando di mettere la corsa, diciamo, infinita. Secondo me ne avrebbe giovato, quantomeno. Qui c'è qualcosa però. Cos'è? Non c'ha le pagine.
Hello?
Obiettivo sbloccato, scappa. Ah, riforniamoci, va. Riforniamoci che potrebbe servirci, quantomeno, un rifornimento. Cos'è questo? Una pagina?
I know that when I arrive, the clarity of vision I have now may disappear. I've made my plans. I prepared for this. But I know the transition from the dark place will be hard on me. And not just physically. It may affect my mind, my memory. These pages should help me remember and focus. That's worked for me before. Even if that fails, I think I will be able to trust my instincts. I'm navigating my own story. I'm hoping I'll know where to go and what to do, even if the details elude me.
Ok. C'è altro qua? Sembrerebbe di no. A parte questo televisore.
Oh, hell. This isn't gonna be good. Is this on? How can you tell? I'm sorry, I'm not very good with gadgets. That's more like it. I'll be right with you. I just gotta do this one thing. I like it quiet. I bet you're wondering why this is happening. Why am I doing all this? Why am I so hell-bent on ruining your life? You're cramping my style. You've got money, fame, everything you could want. But you don't know what to do with it. I do. I'm getting all the things you never had the balls to go for. Having more fun, too. Do you know the real difference between us? I'm not afraid to be the center of attention. This poor slob's just collateral damage, really. I mean, beat some information out of him earlier. But this part? This is just for kicks. So quiet.
Ok, abbastanza, come dire, forte come filmato. Non so se c'è altro, perché mi chiedeva di... per sbloccare la mitragliatrice, mi chiedeva 3 pagine. Non vorrei che la terza fosse nei dintorni e me la stessi perdendo. Però vabbè, andiamo un attimo lì dal garage. Che c'è una tizia.
Hey, it's you. There. You remember me, right? Emma? Emma Sloan?
I think you might have something that belongs to me.
Really?
A typewritten page?
Oh, yeah, that's weird. I did find a page like that. I don't even know where it came from. It was all this weird stuff about the oil derrick and a satellite.
Yes, that's what I'm looking for.
Oh, well, I don't know how you knew I had it, but I guess it's yours. Listen, what's this all about? There are these really creepy guys hanging around the oil derricks. There's something really weird about them.
They're dangerous. I'm gonna deal with them. Try to stay out of their sight, okay? And stay in the light. They hate the light.
Quindi, altra pagina, il satellite.
At the oil derrick, the wheel had been jammed in place and turned until the oil gurgled and flowed thick and flammable. The warning lights were blinking in a fast rhythm, bright and steady, powered by the battery. The Kasabian CD was playing in the boombox, all distorted guitars and intense beat. High above, some piece of orbital junk or another collided with the satellite, knocking it radically off course. Trailing debris, it screamed down from the skies at an impossibly steep angle. All that high-tech engineering reduced to nothing more than a bullet that would destroy whatever it hit. Just to be clear, you should know that we haven't actually met before.
Sure we have, Mr. Wake. Remember you stayed at the motel here.
No, the guy you're talking about just looks like me, even if he uses my name. He's behind all this trouble.
Oh, I thought, now that you mention it, I guess your aura looks a lot nicer than his, actually. I'm very sensitive to things like that.
There's a bunch of stuff I need to find.
The things mentioned on that page? Well, there's a lot of old crap lying around this place.
Great, thanks.
I think you should be able to find everything, except the satellite, obviously. Are you gonna tell me what this is?
I don't think that'd go over too well.
Why don't you let me be the judge of that?
Fine. The page is a formula for rewriting reality. Either I use it to close a strange portal to a place that isn't in our world, or shadowy serial killer monster things keep pouring out of there.
Yeah, you were right the first time.
You can think what you want about me, but there's still bad guys around. Be careful.
Well, you might be nuts, but I've seen the way they move, the way they look. I'll buy that.
They're called Taken. They aren't really human. Not anymore.
And they're climbing out of the oil well? What, do they have secret headquarters down there, or...?
No, that's just where the point of connection is. It's a hole that leads to, well, it's a really nasty place. That's why I need to close it.
And the guy who looks like you opened it, because he was hanging around the oil field before.
He gets around, unfortunately. Thanks for helping me.
Oh, I wish I thought you were just a nutcase.
Actually, I kind of expected you to.
Me too. But I feel like this is how it's supposed to go. Isn't that weird?
Not really. I get that a lot in my line of work.
What do you do anyway?
I'm a writer.
Obviously.
What was that you said about my aura?
Oh, I'm very spiritual, you know. I can see auras, but I only use it for healing and helping people. I'm like a wise woman, you know? I give people insight and advice.
Look, just because I say crazy things doesn't mean I believe everything.
Don't be like that. Maybe you should take a few crystals with you if you're going out there. It might be dangerous. They soothe your energies and focus your mind. It's fantastic.
And they help me take out the bad guys?
Oh, well, no, not as such.
Yeah, okay. I think I'm...
Or I have some wonderfully potent and herbal detox suppositories.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
Va bene, abbiamo finito qua di parlare con la signorina. E... oh, qua c'è qualcosa. Sparachiodi. Mi piace.
The Champion of Light recognizes the page he got from the woman. It is a weapon of his own design, custom engineered to destroy the dark portal. If he recreates the conditions of the page, a great power will be unleashed.
Sblocchiamo la mitraglietta. Ma non c'ho due...
I guess it's about time I went full auto.
Perché non posso avere due armi? Sono rimasto veramente male comunque. Sblocca le casse di armi trovando le pagine di manoscritto nascoste e scatena la potenza devastante sui nemici. Quindi dobbiamo trovare i 3 oggetti. È tipo un open world, quasi. Ovviamente è un open world molto limitato. Però è pur sempre un open world. Qua c'è qualcosa? Qua c'è qualcosa. Che è? Una pagina.
Some of the Taken aren't protected by the darkness like their comrades. Instead, their aversion to light is so extreme that they literally split into two when they encounter strong light. It leaves the two halves weaker, but of course, there's strength in numbers. It's a disturbing development. The dark presence I faced 2 years ago was powerful, but it didn't have much in the way of imagination. Clearly, the same cannot be said of Mr.
Diciamo che le pagine sono più facili da trovare perché a volte te le segnalano anche. Beh sì, diciamo che sta arma è leggermente forte, a costo di saper mirare. Ok, devo dire che è abbastanza forte.
That's one thing down.
Ok, una cosa l'abbiamo trovata. Bengala. Può essere d'aiuto. Andiamo per di qua, in mezzo ai campi.
Wait. Wait.
Come non detto. Ho finito le munizioni, ragazzi, e mo come faccio? Che non ho niente. Aspettate. Forse qualcosa ho trovato. Qua c'è un simbolo di munizioni. Fa vedere. Ah, è vero, vero, vero. E ce ne sono pure qua. Oh, 150. Una radio.
Well, here you are, about to enjoy another cool Arizona night with me, Eddie Rodman, the host with the boast. Hey, any of you guys remember Old Gods of Asgard? Man, I actually saw them twice back in the 70s. I was just a kid then, but my dad worked at this club, and he'd sneak me in to see bands all the time, you know. Talk about an education. Anyway, great band, couple of great albums, solid fan base, and then they kind of dropped off the face of the earth. Well, now, almost 4 decades later, they're making a comeback. And let me tell you, these boys have seen a lot of road. They're some serious rock and roll veterans, because they weren't too young even back in the day. Well, now I've got Odin and Tor Anderson, two of the
Oh,
original Old Gods,
vi ricordate?
along with their manager, Barry Wheeler. Nice to have you guys here.
Come Barry Manager? Ma come?
Now, boys, let me just come out and say this, all right? Spring chickens, you ain't. I mean, you guys, you make the Stones look young.
You're only as old as you feel.
Who you calling old? Now, your last album was 1978, In the Valley of My Shadow. And then you stopped playing altogether after that. Why? And what made you do a comeback after all this time?
Well, it was a sad thing. See, the original bass player for Old Gods, Fat Bob Balder, passed away in...
Leukemia! Bob had leukemia, poor bastard.
Yeah, after that, we didn't feel like playing no more.
Long story short, I ran into these guys up in Washington, and it was obvious to me that they still got it. So I figured, hey, let's make some music, right? And they went for it.
Now, Barry, you were a literary agent before this, right?
Haha.
Yeah, and you were very successful. You represented Alan Wake, I believe, who disappeared under mysterious...
Yeah, that's... Hey, I just want to talk about Old Gods tonight. Is that cool? Can we do that?
Oh, yeah, sure. Listen, why don't we take a little break, and then later on in the program, we'll hear the new Old God single. Stay tuned, folks.
Well, at least Barry landed on his feet.
Almeno lui. Noi un po' meno. Ma per trovare l'oggetto segreto? Dov'è? Non c'è modo di entrare. Cos'è, su? No. E allora, boh. Non lo so. Andiamo alla terza stella. Vediamo cosa ci manca. Ci manca un terzo oggetto che ora andremo a recuperare. Adesso, a parte tutto, la stamina comunque della corsa l'hanno migliorata, Oh. Finalmente anche la pistola lanciarazzi. Era quello che volevo. Qua c'è qualcosa. Non ho le pagine. Pure qui sopra c'è qualcosa. È un gioco ricco di cose.
To change reality, you nudge it into the right direction. Your version of it is there, waiting. It wants to come true. All you need to do is help it achieve its potential. The devil is in the details. You change the details of the scene to match those on the page. If you get the details right, if you achieve that critical mass, the shift will come, and the rest of your new reality.
Allora, andiamo là. Sento rumori. Ecco.
The enemy tears itself in two to avoid the hated light. It becomes weird, but more numerous. Such is the arithmetic.
Ma che cavolo? Ma che nemico è? Ma che cavolo? Va bene, ok. Ah, un'altra pagina.
The reality we take for granted is softer, more adaptable than we think. Under correct conditions, you can reshape it, turn it into almost anything you want. When it happens, almost nobody notices. It's not that we forget, it's that after the change, there's nothing to remember. Only those who have been directly touched by the powers that can shift reality are aware of the changes. Many are driven mad by it. Others can cope. I'm one of those people. And I know how to wield that power to rewrite reality.
It's just messed up.
Che casino, puoi dirlo forte. Mi sa che è qua dentro l'oggetto, La butto così. Ecco di carabina? No,
Something
vabbè,
tells me I'm really
fantastico.
gonna need the extra. That's everything.
Ho tutto.
The man has found the battery, but it is empty. It will need to be recharged.
No, non è come nella Wake normale che c'è. Che devi buttare giù le lattine. Abbiamo la batteria scarica e dobbiamo ricaricarla in un qualche modo, quindi bisogna parlare con Emma e capire come fare. Comunque non me ne ero accorto, ma è vero, non ci hanno chiesto la difficoltà. C'è la difficoltà? No, perché mo adesso sono curioso. La difficoltà così. Decido loro. Ok, va bene, non lo sapevo. Me ne sono accorto ora, meno tardi che mai, ma io me ne sono accorto ora, in questo momento. Fantastico. Emma,
I need this battery charged.
No problem.
me la carica lei? Che brava donna.
Here you go.
Thanks. Listen, I don't know what's gonna happen exactly when I do this. My memory's a little hazy.
I don't even know what that means.
All I'm saying is you don't want to come anywhere near the oil field, all right? This thing could get out of hand.
In the middle of highly flammable materials. Great.
I'll do my best to contain it.
Just please don't turn out to be some kind of crazy terrorist guy, okay?
Okay, I'm gonna go now. Wish me luck.
Wait a sec, I want to ask you about something first. What did you mean with that my memory's a little hazy thing?
I had a pretty rough time coming here. It was like being caught in a tsunami. I blacked out for a while. It's hard to explain. There's a barrier of sorts that I had to break through. I was lucky to make it here with my wits as intact as they are.
So you might have brain damage, you're about to do great things with a magic piece of paper, and you came here from another dimension?
No, I'm from New York. I was just visiting another dimension.
Ah,
Oh,
ok.
yeah, okay. My bad.
Tutto molto strano in effetti, non posso che biasimarla, sinceramente parlando. Allora, dobbiamo andare... Sì, mi sono già rifornito, non ti preoccupare. Dobbiamo andare là per riscrivere la storia, la realtà, non la storia, la realtà. Pardona, avevo sbagliato io. Ma io l'ho appena
It's
usata.
a little
Vabbè,
sad how many problems you can solve with buckshot.
andiamo a vedere cosa posso fare, ecco. Non è successo nulla? La difficoltà al momento è bassa. Visto che è una difficoltà fatta da loro, è abbastanza bassina. Ok. Perfetto. Ah, ma c'era un altro nemico qui, non me ne ero manco accorto. Pensa a te. Andiamo. Andiamo e disfiamo. Credo. Sempre se ci arriviamo. No, questi sono quelli che si sdoppiano. Eh sì. Ok. Aia, aia. Ok, dovrei aver fatto. In teoria. In pratica, vediamo.
Time Time to make some serious changes.
Guarda, manoscritto. Il rubinetto era al suo posto e il petrolio scorreva. La batteria era collegata, le luci lampeggiavano e i CD suonavano nello stereo. Tanto iniziamo da questo. Poi avviamo il flusso del petrolio e facciamo l'ultima cosa. Dovremmo essere a posto. Questa musica sicuramente sarà affetta da copyright. Tra l'altro io amo questa canzone, bellissima. Devo correre? No, ma è bellissimo così. No, non posso passare di qua. Meraviglioso. Questa canzone è meraviglioso. Ma non è così brutto come dicevano, cioè niente di speciale, però è divertente. No, Emma. Ah, così. Ah. Pensavo fossero di meno. Ce l'ho fatta? Manco per il Ok, un altro. Finito? Non so come abbiamo fatto, ma ce l'abbiamo fatta.
What the hell was that?
Easy. I got him. You're safe. I need you to tell me what you know about him. The guy who looks like me.
There was a party in one of the rooms. It was pretty wild. I'm not sure which room it was in.
You didn't attend.
No, I wasn't there. But it got way out of hand. Anyway, I heard that he went to the diner and there was a fight there or something. Maybe you could find out more from there. I got some keys that you could maybe use.
You just happen to have the keys, huh? Fine. I'll take a look. Stay here.
Like hell. I'm getting out of here as soon as you leave so I could close up this place and go home.
Emma, you really want to stay here in the light.
Yeah, thanks for the advice, but I'm not sticking around. Just go already, okay?
Are you okay?
I guess. Thanks for the help. Were those what'd you call them? The Taken? What are they?
It's complicated. Short version, the darkness can take people over. That's why I had to destroy the oil derrick. Otherwise, they would have overrun the place.
Wow, I didn't think you'd actually do it. I mean, I didn't think it'd work. That's crazy.
Let me just try one more time at the risk of sounding like a broken record. It's bad out there. I don't want you hurt. You should stay put.
Yeah, while you turn this place into an inferno, run around shooting things up and play some kind of weird games with your psycho evil twin. Don't get me wrong, you're nice for a weirdo. I'm impressed as hell by all of this, but enough is enough. I seriously just want to get out of here, okay?
Va bene, mi scusi. Non volevo. Va bene, va bene, va bene. Ripristina tutto. Come faccio a entrare qua? C'è una pagina, però non posso entrare. Magari si sblocca più tardi, però è strano che me la segnali ora. Non dovrebbe segnalarmela ora in teoria se si sblocca più tardi, no? Magari lo penso io. E sbaglio? Non lo so. Qua c'è un'altra pagina, in teoria sì.
The strands of webbing glistened in the beam of my flashlight, fine, almost ethereal. They were fresh and right in my path. I held my breath and waited, ears straining. Nothing. I moved on, concentrating on the task at hand. Just get what I was looking for, then leave. That's all I keep
No,
telling
i ragni
myself.
no, eh.
For
Vi
a moment,
prego,
I
no.
actually thought it might be as simple as that. Then I heard too many legs
Io ho paura
skittering
dei
across the
ragni.
ground.
A poltergeist. Its existence is one of rage and hostility, and its very presence turns ordinary objects into
Io sono
deadly
dall'altra parte.
projectiles.
Oh, shit!
Adios. Prendiamoci un po' di vita, va. Che non siamo messi benissimo. Ok. Ah, un'altra pagina. Ci sono un botto di pagine.
Mr. is a twisted copy of me, powerful and dangerous. But I know I can fight him. I don't think anybody else can. They don't understand what he is, what he represents, or that all the horrible things he does here are almost insignificant compared to what he will unleash on Earth given the chance. But I've survived the dark place, and it has taught me things. How to cope, how to stay sane when the world goes crazy. He's 2 steps ahead of me, but I can find him. And I believe I can stop him.
Entriamo dentro la tavola calda. Il diner, insomma. Apriamo. Salve. C'è qualcuno? Non c'è nessuno. Assomiglia moltissimo a quello di Alan Wake del gioco classico. Assomiglia un botto. Ma è lo stesso diner? No, è diverso. È fatto in maniera diversa, ma ci assomiglia tantissimo.
The scene. Traces of violence. A callous midnight snack. A room key left carelessly behind. The man recognizes the enemy's handiwork.
I think these are keys for the motel rooms. Satellite and now this? That place might be involved.
Esplora le stanze del motel. A questo punto... Ah, ecco, è dove erano... dove era la pagina anche, mi sa. Credo.
Emma Sloan was a believer in a great many things, most of which were entirely fallacious. Emma Sloan, an innocent victim
No.
of his dark half. More collateral
Non è
damage
morta Emma?
from the ongoing war. Damned by forces beyond her control as much as by her own actions.
Mi stavo quasi legando ad Emma, io. Mi muore così, non si può. Emma.
Damn it! Why didn't you listen?
Ma è rimasta lì in teoria, no? Chi è? No, sono quelli che si sdoppiano. Sono quelli che si sdoppiano. Ho usato la mia pistola a razzo per nulla alla fine. Oh, finalmente siamo entrati qua dentro.
My own face peered back at me from the TV screen. For a moment, I struggled with the sensation of déjà vu. How many times have I seen myself like this now? And then there was that easy grin that never seemed quite as quick or natural on my own lips. The dark, malicious twinkle in the eyes. And I knew who I was looking at. As he pulled back and revealed the room behind him, my throat went dry. There was nothing I could do but watch.
Ci sarà qualcosa qua dentro? Sembrerebbe di no. Oh, cavolo.
Michael Farabee, dead.
Ah, era la stanza della TV.
Clothes that bore the name of a local observatory. A slim lead, but solid enough. It stirs something deep in his mind.
Era l'uomo della
He
TV
knows where to go now.
che avevamo già visto.
I guess that'll have to be my next stop.
Che succede?
The observatory. Hot on the heels of the Herald of Darkness, the champion of light forges on to see the stars.
Che è successo? Cambiamo posto? Ah sì, stiamo andando verso l'osservatorio del Monte Redtooth, Arizona.
An observatory. A place for a man to witness the magnificence of the universe. But such insights are not what the champion of light is looking for. He has come to find a weapon.
Eccoci qua. Ragazzi, io per il momento mi interrompo qua. Direi che siamo arrivati a un buon punto. Sono 43 minuti, direi che può bastare. Vi ricordo i link in descrizione per supportare il canale e noi ci becchiamo ad un prossimo video. Ciao ragazzi, alla prossima.